Hi, I'm David Maxwell. I'm incredibly insecure, and I'm going to live a selfish and self-centered life. I will never be satisfied with anything, and I will always want more. I will use you to get what I want, and then I'm going to move on. Don't you wish recognizing someone who's that insecure, an insecure man who's like that, was as easy as them just telling you? Unfortunately, it isn't. Today we're going to look at the real ways to recognize an insecure man. So let's jump in. Hi, I'm David Maxwell, men's coach. Insecurity is one of the driving forces behind many men today. They live their lives seeking to justify or overcome their own insecurities. The problem is, it doesn't just hurt them. It hurts everyone they're in a relationship with, people at work, people in their house. The problem for many men is our society often idolizes the insecure man because of their drive. They drive so hard, people look up to them. Unfortunately, this only makes the insecure man more insecure. Now, this isn't a man-bashing session. I coach men. I believe in men. But I think many men don't even recognize their own insecurity. They've been living the same way for so long, they don't know any different. So what we're going to do is look at 3 ways to recognize the insecure man. And who knows, you might recognize some insecurities in yourself. All right, the first way to recognize an insecure man is a man whose purpose in life is a Band-Aid. Many times insecure men are living life and their purpose has to do with some past hurt or buried feelings that they're really insecure about. These men call it a purpose, but often their purpose has to do with showing others. I'm going to prove to all the people who put me down. I'm going to show everyone who told me I couldn't do it that I'm going to do it. I'm going to show that girl she shouldn't have dumped me in 8th grade. I would have been something and she could have been with me if she had stayed with me. The problem is that their purpose is only driven by hurt. It's not driven by a real purpose. It's driven out of their own hurts. Their purpose is very self-focused and self-centered. And these men often have a hard time actually serving and helping others genuinely because everything is seen through the lens of their own hurt, their own pain. Their life is really all about themselves. Everything is seen in the light of self. And we see this and a lot of times we'll judge others quickly. Well, that person's so selfish. Actually, it's not selfishness as much as it's their own insecurity. Hey guys, check out the Confident Man podcast. It's a weekly coaching session between me and you where we talk about different aspects of what it is to be a man, and I help you live your adventure. You can find the podcast on all the major platforms. All right, the second way to understand an insecure man is understand that his drive is never satisfied. When insecurity drives men, their drive doesn't stop. They may be driven to get $1 million, but then once they get it, they're going to want $2 million. And I'm not talking about the natural drive men have. That's good and natural, and we all have one. We're competitive, and that's a good thing. It's the way we're created. But when we're insecure, that insecurity drives us where we can't enjoy or even stop to be thankful. Insecurity for men comes in different forms. Today, one of the easiest ways for insecure men to escape is to run away to the virtual world. They run away to gaming or to the porn world. And what they do is they always want more and more. They always want a new game. They want to watch more porn. And it just kind of pulls them in. And what these men are doing is they're looking at these virtual worlds to escape their own inner void. Those things won't fill those men, but the men keep trying. And what they have to learn is they've got to learn to deal with their own insecurities. Running away from the insecurities won't stop them. The first step for these men is to recognize their own insecurities. The other is to get help. It takes help through groups and coaching and counseling, whatever. The only way we overcome insecurity sometimes is to get help. And if we don't do it, we're just going to keep being driven for the rest of our lives. Hey guys, thanks for checking out this video. Make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a video when it comes out in the future. All right, the third way to recognize insecurity in a man is recognize that his relationships have suffered. The relational wreckage that men leave behind is a sure sign of their own insecurity. Every relational problem is the other person's fault. That's how a lot of guys live. The ex-wife, it was her fault, or the 3 or 4 ex-wives. You know, the guy talks about, I'm misunderstood, nobody understands me. You see, insecure men look at relationships as something to take from. The relationship should give me something. It's about me. It's about what I get out of a relationship. So they go from relationship to relationship looking for those things to fix them. You see, the other person in those relationships is supposed to meet their need. There's no give from the man. There's only take, only self-focused. And these kind of men, they just go through relationships like crazy. Secure men live in the give and take of relationships. They can give, they can take because they're secure. And they're secure enough to give to others. They don't mind building others up. Insecure men hate to build others up. They only focus on themselves. Men who are secure have a base to serve others. You see, men who are secure, they don't try to manipulate. Men who are insecure use serving as a way to manipulate, as a way to get payback. Secure men look out a window of life and see others. Insecure men look in a mirror and only see themselves. Hey, maybe you're a guy and you're just recognizing that you have a lot of insecurity. A lot of times as we mature, we begin to see our own insecurity. I want to challenge you to get some help dealing with it. You see, you need to find a purpose in your life. You need to find a purpose outside of your own insecurities, or those insecurities will own you and control you. Maybe you're a woman watching this video because you wonder why you always end up with insecure guys. I would challenge you to look within. You see, insecurity usually attracts insecurity. And what you want to do is get help figuring out what insecurities are driving you. What kind of things are pushing you the way you are? When you become more secure, insecurity becomes less attractive to you. And you'll start finding the secure man you want. And if you're a guy, you'll start being the secure man that'll attract secure women.